Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Maggie. Today we're going to be venturing into my eyeshadow palette drawer. I should be going straight to jail with how many eyeshadow palettes I have. If you're gonna get mad and see something mean in the comments about how many eyeshadow palettes I have, just don't. The world's already pretty shitty, so I'm aware that I have a lot. Either I bought them myself, they were gifted to me, and unfortunately I used to do the BoxyCharm every month and I canceled that because I swear every month they would send you an eyeshadow palette, so I feel like half of these were that. I also realized how many ColourPop things I had. There for a while they were releasing a lot, and also it's like an affordable brand. I feel like they've definitely hiked their prices as of late because of the popularity and stuff, so I didn't realize how many I had. Again, I'm sure a lot of these were gifts. I also had a lot of like the single things. So my main motive of doing this, I was going to try to categorize it by brand and size so that I could at least see what I had. I did do a nice declutter. I'm gonna let my sister-in-law and my mom and my friends go through it and see whatever they want they can take. But I was happy. I do still have quite the large amount of eyeshadow palettes, so I will not be buying any. The last one I bought was the Wicked one, and that was the first one I bought in probably at least a year. I can't remember the last time I bought an actual eyeshadow palette. So again, I was trying to separate them by brand, size, and maybe like category, because I didn't realize I had a lot of these little singles, so I put those off to the side. They're usually e.l.f. or Wet n Wild, I noticed. Definitely gonna try to limit myself. I feel like I'm never gonna have to buy eyeshadow again. I have every one I would ever need. And I realized how many like face palettes I had buried in this that I'd completely forgot about. Found my Natasha Denona. I don't know what these are, like quads. I don't know. There's like 5 shades in it, I think, and I had 3 of them. I never buy anything high-end at full price. I'm pretty sure I got these in my BoxyCharms. Again, so many eyeshadow palettes. I limited it to every other month now, but I think I'm just gonna cancel it altogether because you can still shop the Boxy shop where everything's discounted even if you aren't subscribed, and yeah, that'll save me like $25 every other month. I have a lot of Profusion stuff. I love this brand. They're always coming out with fun little like limited edition collections. The Teresa is Dead. Well, Teresa is lethal, but Teresa is Dead as a YouTuber. I love her. This palette was really fun. I did a whole YouTube video on it if you want to check it out. I even did a fun little like old Hollywood intro. Very Ed Wood inspired. All my e.l.f. limited edition palettes that they did, like the Chipotle one. Also, I found this ColourPop like single shadows. I feel like that used to be a huge thing. I think that you can still sell them, but they sell these little palettes that you can put them in. But yeah, I found all my e.l.f. things, the YIKES, the Chipotle, Tro Paradise palette. I kind of wish that they would have kept these like more in the line. I feel like they're kind of lacking in like bigger eyeshadow palettes. Not that I need it anymore, but I feel like it's good for other people. Again, more ColourPop, but my god. The Powerpuff Girls one, the Raw Beauty Christie, this one's really good in fall. My Little Pony one, this brought me back. I feel like this is one of the first few like collections they did. This is a highlighter palette that I completely forgot about, so I've been using this a little bit more. All I See Is Magic. I feel like this is, again, one of the first few palettes that they did. So it's definitely going to be good for a makeup graveyard video. Oh, I'm a little ashamed about how many of these I have and I don't use. So I need to actually open this drawer more and start using these eyeshadows more. Like I said, I think I got rid of at least 15, and I'm gonna let people dig through those, and if I can't find anyone to take them, I guess I'll get rid of them. It feels wasteful doing that. I don't know if there's a place that I can find. Maybe there's a women's shelter I can drop them off to. But yeah, like this cargo one, definitely got this in a BoxyCharm. This one was gifted by my friend. I love it. It has one of those like gray Tim Burton colors. Half Magic, another great kind of like pastel palette. Nabla. Ooh, and then this Profusion. It was like a boba collection they did. Honestly, these shadows are so good. Has anyone forgotten about this? The Becca Chrissy Teigen collection, which now I feel like Becca Cosmetics isn't even a thing. So I will be keeping that. It has great, like, it's like a face palette. So I feel like this is really good for summer because I remember when I got it, it was a little warm for me. Like I said, Nabla Cosmetics, their shadows are so good. Found a lime crime one, definitely got my BoxyCharm. These ones were definitely BoxyCharm. I think they're Violet Boss. I feel like I've not even used them, so I'm gonna get rid of them. Lots of face palettes, lots of blush palettes. I digged through and got rid of Anastasia Riviera. My friend got me this and it's super fun, and that yellow shade had my heart, so I need to use it. I found a NYX Cosmetic contour and bronze palette that was super busted. I'm going to try to get those shadows into a smaller Z palette. This was the first face palette I ever bought. I think I got it for Christmas one year. It's super busted, so I will be getting rid of that. But I found these blush palettes. I didn't even remember I had them. I'm sure I got them at Marshall's or for a gift or something. But now that I'm watching this, after I'm done filming this, I'm going to cancel my BoxyCharm because it's going to save me $25 every other month. And then I can save that money for things I actually want rather than them giving me things I might necessarily never use. Found this City Color. I'm pretty sure I got this at Five Below. More e.l.f. little palettes. I think that was a Dunkin' Donuts collab. The Venus 3, love. And then this Adeline Morin Tarte palette. I remember the highlighter smelled like vanilla. It doesn't smell like that anymore, but it's a good fall palette. Take it back. This was one thing that I bought that's an eyeshadow palette, but it's like more pressed glitters than anything. The Juvia's palettes. This Bridgerton one's really pretty. Again, it was another thing I got at Marshall's, and it was like half the price of Pat McGrath. I would never spend full price on any of that. I was getting a little overwhelmed at this point. I just was like, I can't believe I have this much stuff. If we ever move, I'm probably gonna cry. I really did get rid of a lot of face palettes because I have so many blushes and bronzers. I really didn't need a whole palette for it. Oh, the Laura Brunch palette. I remember wanting that so bad, and I finally got it on sale at Kohl's. I'm never gonna get rid of my Corpse Bride stuff from Revolution. It's really cute. I did a really fun video on it. I was proud of it at the time, and the look was really cute. Again, with Profusion, just like rocking it. This Nikki Tutorials Beauty Bay palette is so good. I feel like this is like a good show of consumption and over consumerism. If yours a palette you're lusting after, maybe look through your collection, get a little Z palette out, and create your own version of it with what you already have. There's a creator I love. Her name's Cowboy Chels. I will link her below. She's the most ASMR voice I've ever heard. But she just did a video where she wanted the Melt Cosmetics Bride of Frankenstein palette. Instead of purchasing that, which I looked, it's $50. That's so expensive for like 10 shadows, excuse me. But she was able to dupe it with her own collection, so I feel like we all need to do that more. And I will definitely be doing that in the future with not just eyeshadows, but with like blushes and highlighters, because how many blush tones and highlighters can you come up with? I really don't think there's that many different options. Again, the Corpse Bride collection from Revolution was so good. I feel like they could have done a little bit more differentiating shades on that. And then this Oprah palette, I remember my friend Chelsea won a Oprah collection contest where she got a bunch of Oprah makeup and she gifted me some of it. So again, at least I didn't buy that. Some more little like Christmas palettes I think I was given, and again, BoxyCharm really just throwing eyeshadow palettes at me that obviously I didn't use. They are cute, but yeah, sorry to be rotting in my drawers. Continue to do makeup graveyard videos and shop my stash videos just to really get use of my collection. And now it was the gross part, which was cleaning out this drawer. It was disgusting, so it was really in desperate need of a good clean. I was really trying to get the biggest palettes towards the front because they do take up most of the space, and that is a lot of the ColourPop, like really big eyeshadow palettes. And like I said, I was trying to keep all the ColourPop together, and if I had to slide in a few that were a different brand, I didn't care because I just wanted it to all kind of be more cohesive and fit better together. all my like little quads and tiny little palettes, I decided to put them in this little extra basket I had laying around into the back of the drawer, just so they were all in their own little space and they weren't sliding around like last time. More ColourPop palettes. Which ones are these? I think it's a 9-pan palette. I should like make these into a Z palette, but I probably won't. I like the shape of them. It's like a tiny book. But again, they really got me, and I'm never buying any more eyeshadow palettes after watching this. ColourPop is a good brand to go for if you're wanting to buy affordable eyeshadow, but damn, lots of makeup. And I like how tiny they are, I will say that, because they did fit really cute next to each other. Me and my husband's like little goal is one day to have like our own movie room. We have a lot of DVDs, and it would be so fun to have like a movie library where it's like a rental store. And I would love to have a beauty room, and I would love to do the same thing where it's like shelves with eyeshadow palettes on it. And I feel like that would be very cute. I want to make my own Sephora, so I don't feel like I need to go shopping. And it would be fun, like my friends could come over and go shopping and buy stuff. And people could come over and rent movies from our rental store. How adorable. I'm going to put that into the universe. We are trying to find a house, and we want rooms for that. Imagine a basement room where it's like your rental store, and then in the other room in the basement you could have like a big projector screen or TV, and that's like your little mini movie room. How cute! A girl can dream. We're gonna cross all our fingers and toes that happens. At this point I was running out of space, so I was really swatching things, really looking at them hard and deciding to get rid of things. And this is where I really did like the big declutter. Like I didn't keep this. I didn't keep a lot of face palettes and eyeshadow palettes from BoxyCharm. I just ripped the band-aid out, got rid of them. I'm gonna let someone who actually is gonna use them and has a smaller collection than me use that, because maybe like that thing I made and I never used it. But there you go, it's a lot more organized. You can actually see which palettes are there. I try to have the name brands like show up front, and it all be in their category either by brand name or size or what it is essentially, because I did have some glitter palettes and some Z palettes I put together, but it definitely looks a lot better. I can actually see what I have, and I am going to do another declutter, but there you have it. It was a nice satisfying declutter, clean organization, and you kind of saw what I had in my collection. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below, and have a beautiful day or night wherever you are. And I'm gonna tell you a little task. Say something positive and nice towards someone else. The world really needs that right now. Bye!